Yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. Pain for their disease. Breathe just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards in the weekend, harmless. Take to the
We are almost at Fearless, and tonight we have 6 big boy bouts, 2 of which will decide 2 tag teams heading to Fearless to represent Primetime. It's a big night of action. All tantalizing bouts heading your way, and we're kicking off with one of those tag team affairs right now.
Pledge your allegiance.
Well, Lexington, Kentucky, this is your last stop before Fearless. We're bringing out some women's tag action to kick off the night.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Ayrshire, Scotland, Piper Niven.
We have former tag champions in action to kick off tonight's show, and to begin, your last Primetime before brand supremacy is on the line. The women's division in uproar, needing to know who will represent them on the live event.
To Chelsea Green.
Well, with Breakdown having a former tag champion lineup represent them, Primetime wants their own.
And her partner, from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, Chelsea Green.
Green and Niven, as you say, former tag champions, held the gold only a few months ago. Now, you want to get back into the picture. A win at Fearless will give them that title shot, but to be in that picture, you need to win tonight to claim your spot. But for Green and Niven, it's not an easy path to Fearless. We've got some brutal honesty heading their way. As the Eradicator, she wants to go to Fearless too.
And their opponents, first, from Adelaide, South Australia,
Rhea Bloody Ripley. Ready to overcome Green and Niven. It amazes me that Rhea has yet to win a championship here in IPW. But she has had shots, chances at the Undisputed Women's World Championship. But failed on those occasions. Now the occasion shifts to a potential tag team title shot. That shot only comes if they're victorious tonight and on the weekend. But who is Rhea's partner? There's only one phrase suitable. Let the wub-wubs begin. As we're dubstepping our way to the ring with Io Sky.
And her partner from Tokyo, Japan, Io Sky.
Riho are in the building. And this is one of those matches that you kind of have to feel sorry for Green and Niven. Arguably, I would favor Io and Rhea any given night of the day. Any given day, I should say. Here in IPW, where championships have eluded both Rhea and Io, there could be a different sort of path forward for them. Well, entrances done and dusted. It's time for the battling to begin here on Primetime. We're underway, and it will be a tie-up that Niven initiates and wins. It will be Rhea and Piper to start this one off. And Chelsea's getting involved early. A little slap to Rhea in the corner. Rhea's going to quickly get out of that. Gorebuster delivered to Niven. And yeah, with this weekend's action coming thick and fast with Fearless, Brand Supremacy, the big sort of story there. You look at this potential women's tag team eliminator. With Fatal Influence representing Breakdown, the former champs, as well as now the two horsewomen in Becky Lynch and Mercedes Moné representing Underground. You gotta wonder, can the Primetime lineup hang with those tag teams? Because with obviously Hate now holding the belts, they sit across all brands, they can't represent Primetime. The tag team division on Primetime itself, it's kind of imploded. The team's not as strong as what they used to be. So it's where teams like Rio and Green and Niven can really stand out as top performers in a already shallow tag division. As Green now going for the cover here onto Io. It's a quick kick out as Green forced off. Irish whip broken by Niven as Green continuing to battle, tries for the high knee, Io evades, and a Shote connecting there. One of potentially many to come in this battle. The Irish whip, back elbow attempted, Io evades and gonna send Green for a little run. Green out the corner, step up in Zaguri, and she is starting to get into this matchup, clubbing blows to the back of the skull. Punishing Io here. Green launching into the double axe. It's going to connect flush onto Sky, who's really struggled to find a foot into this matchup. A roll up here, though, for Io could change that tune. As a quick kick out comes for Green, but Io back standing. Back on the offensive. Irish whip gonna send Green to Rio territory. Tag made. In comes Niven. The secret Hervis. Stepping up. Green catching Io. Brings her up and down with a flatliner. Niven going to capitalize with a cover. Referee does not give a crap. He stood there as Green watches her dirty work almost get the win. Io tries for the wheelbarrow. It fails to connect, and Niven rushes her aside with a black hole slam. Niven doing numbers over Io off the rope. She goes, tries for the crossbody. Sky evades. Dropkick not going to work here for Io. She needs to connect, but she just can't seem to do it. Finally, stomp to the chest. Niven put down. Momentum shifting as Io stomping away in the corner, lining up Niven. Meteora on the money. And Sky, she's calling for the end. And she goes up top. The genius of the Sky flies with the over the moonsault. Connecting with it to cover here. Chelsea in, breaks it up. Not going to allow Io to build that momentum that has been so desperately cut off from her. Another whip here for Sky. Tag made as well. Rhea now legal. Knees to the body as Rio working in tandem. Launching Niven up and down. Now it's Rhea bloody Ripley's time to shine. Waist control gained. Up and down with another gore buster. Drop kick not going to work here. Niven avoiding danger. Fires off her own on the pinpoint accuracy. Green. Time to duck as Rhea sent flying into her. Cutter attempted by Rhea. Not going to work. Instead, Niven scoops her up and she's just going to slam her down. Cover for Niven. One. Quick kick out. I say quick. A delayed kick out. But it was only a 1 thanks to our referee's slow count. Saito suplex out from Niven. But here is Rhea back standing tall. Ripley, you know, she's looking for a big shot here. Gonna send Piper to the corner. Gets caught. Ripley put in the corner herself. This time Niven charges in. Clothesline in the corner, flattening Rhea bloody Ripley, but the Eradicator back up quick, but she is not able to capitalize on the speed. And now she's in trouble. Green and Niven back in the ring. Tandem scoop up, slam down. The big time finish, and Green's into the cover, but Io there, bang. No win for you. Green again, the whip comes through. Sending Rhea to the corners. She just can't seem to get the job done. Green fighting back though. Now she scoops up Rhea, but Rhea's out the back as well. Either lady able to capitalize on each other. But you've got to feel the Eradicator might be looking to end it. The headbutt takes Green up top for a massive razor's edge. The drop kick to follow it up. Down goes Green. This could be the beginning of the end. The boots caught. Green evades potentially a Riptide. Now she's going to send Rhea into the corner, but Ripley fighting back. Waist control for the Eradicator and a Gore Buster. Puts down Niven. Ripley chasing down the target. Her boot caught once more. And this time, instead of it just being Green pushing her to the wayside, it's a clothesline from Niven. Another impactful Gore Buster here from Ripley, who's ascending up top now. Looking to fly and hits. No, missing that frog splash. The knees come up from Piper. Niven caught as well. Scooped up and slammed down. Ripley fires up, but a boot comes up. Niven back to her feet. She's stopping the momentum from fully shifting over to the Eradicator. Piper dropping. Rhea gives her time to bring in Green, but Green's caught. Stomp, a beautiful combo from Ripley. That puts Green down. That gives the tag opportunity over to Riho. Shote number 1, 2, and 3. All fired off here by Io. Green in trouble. Sent off the ropes. Around the world goes Io in a DDT. Beautifully executed. He's a genius of the sky. Back out. In comes the Eradicator. The Eradicator seizing or seeing chance to end it all here. The kick connects. Another combo. Bang. The combo just to disorientate Green, to finish it up. No. No finish just yet. We're not allowed to. Green said, nah, fam. Not again. This time it's punches from Green to put down Rhea. Twisting into a vicious neckbreaker, hanging it out on the knee. Green now charging in, tries to snap it over, can't get it. Rhea really just wants that riptide, but Green's not having it. Backstabber. Chelsea, Green connecting. And the cover comes through. 2. Almost gets the job done there, does Chelsea. Well, if the backstabber don't work, how about a code breaker? Knees to the front this time, right onto the jaw of Rhea. Rhea's back up. She's given time to recover. As Piper brought into the picture, Io also now being brought in. We've got David versus Goliath. As Io caught, standing SCO. Charged in way too brashly into Piper, who just punishes and puts her down. And now Green now getting involved off the apron. Scoops up Fireman's Carry in a wasteland. Putting down Io. Niven getting involved once more. Black hole slam. This is a bad place to be if you're Io. Enemy territory. And Green going to continue to make sure Io knows she is unwelcome here. Slammed into the apron as Piper back to her feet. Walking down. Io. Irish whip. Niven and Io at risk of being counted out. Count of 9 coming. But a power bomb from Niven. That's going to do the job. And a secret harvest and Chelsea Green. A massive victory as Primetime get the former tag champions representing them at Fearless. Well, with this win, you've got to think, though, Rhea and Io will probably represent the brand in the 4-on-4 battles that will be happening at Fearless. But the tag team division, Green and Niven back in the hunt.
Here are your winners, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, The Secret, Herbert, and Chelsea Green.
But yes, a big victory here for Green and Niven. More to come as we head to our next bout. Well, from the tag division over to the men's single division. And Stars looking for a chance at the television championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Well, Dirty Dom is in the house for tonight. And we know that Dirty Dom, he's been sniffing around the mid-card titles. Never been granted that shot, but anything can happen here in IPW, especially with what happened at the start of the build-up to Fearless, where Abyss lost the championship to Psycho Clown. Dirty Dom. Slow, calculated, and methodical in his approach to the ring. He looks ready to go here tonight. See if he can hang though. Because things are about to get a little crazy. Let the strutting begin.
And his opponent from Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 94 kilos, Penta!
No fear shall be seen here tonight from Penta, who looks in fine form and condition to battle Dirty Dom. You've got to think that this will be a high-flying, very cocky battle between these two. As the Primetime fans serenade Dirty Dom. We kick things off, both men charging at one another, but neither connecting until inverse sling blade and a bit of a whisper in the wind attempted by Penta. And the springboard maneuvers already being utilized by both men. Whisper in the wind from Penta not working out. And well, for Dirty Dom, the moonsault does, but he just cannot keep the momentum going in the early stages. And Penta tries for the German, but Dom lands on his feet. A little jockey for position between these two. Ooh, stiff shot. And you can hear the slap across the chest of Dom. He avoids the follow-up shot. The springboard not going to work here for Penta. And you can just see these two battling it out tooth and nail for championships. I believe they faced off for the Intercontinental title before. Dom, I think, losing out in that one, hence why Penta became Intercontinental champion. But right now, those titles aren't in the sights of either man. It will be probably the television title. As Dom trying to get Penta up and over. Penta is not able to force Dom into the ropes either. It's just a jockey for position. Fireman's carry will work out for Dom. Dom, who now springboards up and over, moonsault on the money. Right on the target. Penta's then forced to kick out of the pin that followed up that moonsault. And now he's going up and over, head scissor takedown. I thought for a second Penta was just going to charge and land flying out the ring, but that's not happening. Super kick attempted. Dom catches it, sweeps out the leg, and he's going booty popping moonsault. He lands that onto Penta. It's both men battling here on the outside. Dom swinging neck breaker. He's going to drop Penta, and well, added insult. Boots to the chest, to the down man. Just taking away Penta's fight here. Dom tries to scoop him up, but Penta's not having it. But Dom's not having anything from Penta. Head scissor or Hurricane Rana attempted by Penta is not going to work, and he just gets sent back into the ring. Dom is sent to the heavens. Drops the elbow right onto the spine of Penta. Now he heads to the apron, looking to fly from this angle. A different approach. The drop kick not going to connect, and instead Penta hooks the arm up, rolls through, seatbelt locked in tight. The cover good, but it won't be good enough. Not even a 2. However, a little fear factor coming through from Penta. As the glove comes off as well. He's got Dom on the ropes. Literally and figuratively as the super kick straight on the jaw. Dom, he is probably in La La Land as Penta off the rope connects with the crossbody. The speed's picked up massively with Penta in control. Dom, leg chopped away. In trouble because there's going to be a Mexican destroyer. Putting him down. The cover comes through. 1, 2, through. 2 count here for Penta. The crowd want them to continue, and so do I. The super kick just mouth shattering. Springboard sent on. Fails to connect here. Dom back in this, but he can't follow it up. He gets to his feet, and Penta in trouble. He's sent running. Dom stands his ground. Springboard up and over, connecting with the moonsault. This time Dom onto a standing Penta. Michinoku driver from Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and Penta's in the drop zone. But Dom's got different idea. He takes off the turnbuckle pad and now ascends up top. The frog splash connects. Dom gets froggy, but Penta's fired up. Forces Dom into the exposed ring. Dom the whip reversed. Up and over. Backstabber from Penta. And he drops the leg as well. One more time. That's what Penta wants. Mexican Destroyer. 1, 2, 3. Well, he certainly showed no fear in this one. A constant bombardment of offense from both men. But it was Penta's just battling, brawling, the super kicks on the money, this fear factor to start off the heavy artillery. And then the end. Up and down with the Mexican Destroyer. Dom spiked into the canvas. And Penta victorious.
Here is your winner, Penta!
Well, this television division is certainly heating up with the introduction of Penta to it. We'll see if he can continue his momentum. But now we shift to the women's prospects division. Can they live up to this exact same momentum building action? Ow! I just got cut by a samurai babe.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Carmen Petrovic.
Well, Carmen Petrovic has had some interesting performances here in IPW. I would say tag team action has been where she has found herself, but tonight, in singles action, is Petrovic. See if she can use that martial arts background of hers to get a win over someone who's simply glamorous.
Glamour is forever.
Mwah. Blake Monroe taking to the arena. First time we're seeing her since her recent loss in a surprise fashion. That obviously being up against
And her opponent from London, England, Blake Monroe.
that up against Lola Vice. And tonight, the Glamour, she wants a bit of revenge. No, not against Lola, but up against someone completely different. I say revenge, it's more so she just wants to beat someone up. And that's Carmen Petrovic in this case. Can the Glamour destroy Petrovic? We will see as and Blake just baits her in for that springboard dropkick. That's picture perfect as always from Monroe. Waist control gained here for Petrovic, who is just wrenching in deep on the Glamour. Roll up here, schoolgirl pin. Whoa, not even the one, but Blake gonna go up and over, bridging in. She reverses the position, but bridging out is Petrovic. Into the backslide we go. Good for the one. And that one forces Blake to kick out. get back to her feet quickly, because Petrovic got up quick as well. Launched off his Monroe from the headlock and well into a side kick. A switch kick of sorts from Carmen. Then fires off a sling blade. Nice offense from Petrovic. Glamour scooping up. Slamming down Carmen now. We know Blake Monroe. Well, she acts all pretty, all cutesy towards the cameras. A massive, vicious streak surges through her. And it's something you need to be careful of, because messing with Monroe usually means you are in a bit of a pickle. There's a drop kick launched there, not going to connect to the outside, and it's a crash landing for Monroe. As Petrovic, she's heading up top now herself. She looks to fly, but actually thinks better. Realizes that Monroe made a fatal error. She's going to capitalize, force her into the corner. Blake not going to give a clean break. And instead, the headbutt. She is just making sure Carmen knows that she should not mess with the Glamour. Bang! Knee to the skull. And usually it's a jaw-shattering shot. Down look to hit the temple there of Carmen Petrovic. Blake hooks the arm up. Up and over. Interesting application of the Fujiwara armbar. The bridge isn't that useful unless you get high elevation on the arm torque. And Blake, I think, did. However, I would much rather prefer just like a salt of the earth application. But here's a Kamigoya. Knee to the skull again. This time Blake into the cover. Previous to it, both ladies exchanging sling blades. Boot caught. Carmen can't capitalize off it. I think Monroe may have been looking for the Glamour shot. Petrovic not able to capitalize. Just then on the mistake, and will not capitalize now. Blake off the ropes, charges in. European uppercut. Springboards up and around. Drop kick to the back. And Carmen put down. The Glamour. Busting open Petrovic, who's now perched up top. The Glamour up, the head scissors applied, and she brings Petrovic crashing down to the canvas. And now she's looking to end it all. Bang! A homing missile to the skull is that drop kick. Monroe's not done. She beckons Petrovic to her feet to land the second drop kick. Right on the money. And that, it's a disorientated, dazed Petrovic, but she can stop that kick to the body, that setup to the Glamour shot. Carmen may be looking to end it. Petrovic with waist control now turns it into a couple of knees to the back and a Scorpion death drop. Tornado kick to the back. Cover here for Petrovic. Monroe down. 1, 2. Kick out given by the Glamour. But Carmen's building momentum. Arm wringer reversed. Monroe. Arm wringer reversed. Petrovic unloads. And these two are going blow for blow. But Monroe's first shot blocked. Her slap traded. Chop now from Petrovic. And now a chop from Monroe. Both jostling for position. Knife edges come. Petrovic asking for more punishment. Well, Monroe happy to deliver as Petrovic and Blake, they just call each other on to go shot for shot. An even exchange. But Petrovic tries for a Spanish fly. Caught in the neck breaker. The swinging shot from Monroe, who's lining up Petrovic. Charges in. And a bulldog to put down Petrovic. Carmen in trouble as here comes the Kamigoya. But no, the knee's caught. Carmen Petrovic reversing, sending Monroe for a run. But the clothesline response comes in. The Glamour ascends. Spring launching herself for the double axe, but it's not going to connect. Instead, she's coming back into a gut kick from Carmen Petrovic, who now gets a fireman's carry onto Blake. Monroe in trouble. Launched into the rope. What's Carmen Petrovic thinking here? She's calling up Blake, charging in. Clubbing blow to the back connects. Monroe's in the drop zone. The drop zone of the blooded and busted open Petrovic, who gets the double knees onto the face of Monroe. Sling blade though, the response. And Blake's had enough. The headbutt right on target. So Glamour pulls the target fully up. Bang. Drop kick to the side. And now Petrovic may have met her match. Ooh, the knee not going to connect. Petrovic will get the wheelbarrow into the stomp. Carmen lies in wait. Sweeps out the legs. Catching Monroe. The build-up. The comeback for Petrovic. The sling blade to end it off. Cover here for Carmen to win it all. 1, 2. No. The Glamour still has some energy left. Some fight to overcome Carmen Petrovic, who has just looked phenomenal in this one. But she needs to put away the Glamour. Blake, springboard. Petrovic unaware that Monroe got up there. The taunt from Monroe could be costly, as it gives waist control to Petrovic, but Petrovic cannot capitalize. And instead, she's caught. Bang! The knee could have put the lights out, but the Glamour shot will certainly do the job. Cover for Monroe. 1, 2. 1. No! Resiliency on display from Carmen Petrovic. A headbutt of her own. As Monroe reeling on the canvas. As somehow Carmen Petrovic still fights on. Blake's had enough though. A second Glamour shot connecting. This one should do the job. Well, I said at the tail end of the last match, can this one match the momentum, the high octane offense? And well, It certainly did. The story of hitting the glamour shot. Finally, Blake gets it. And this time, the second time of asking, puts away Carmen Petrovic, who, let's be honest, was resilient as ever.
Here is your winner, Blake Monroe.
But as it stands, glamour is forever. And Blake Monroe showed up tonight. Well, I'm hoping our next match continues the momentum the Glamour's just left us with. Well, we've only just hit August and
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, Carmelo Hayes!
this is arguably the best show of IPW this month. And probably for last month as well. Phenomenal showing so far, and Carmelo Hayes. It's a high bar to overcome set by the two previous bouts, but you've got to think if anyone can do it, it is him. But will his ego be costly? And that performance not match up to expectations?
And his opponent from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 225 pounds. All ego, Ethan Page.
We will have to see, because he's going up against all ego Ethan Page. And this man, we know, is cocky. And well, he gets away with it. Confident, exuded by Page. And with the confidence comes success. That success has yet to be found here in IPW. Tonight we continue these sort of mid-card matchups, these flurries of potential challengers. Let's get going. Well, the bell didn't even ring before these two started swinging. Mello wins the first exchange, and well, he's going flying early. Page down, the cover through for Carmelo, gets the one. Well, I did say there was a lot of momentum in terms of the hypeness of this show, and well, getting out the gates quick and with a brawl is certainly one way to keep that crowd happy. Page, he doesn't care about the audience, he just wants to win. He wants to get into the dub column. Doesn't care how he does it either. Mello, a little bit more melodramatic. As he takes control here. Side headlock and gonna toss Page to the wayside. Page up and well, eating a super kick. He does get up quick as well, but he's caught again. DDT'd and busted wide open. Hayes keeping all ego in check. But a check may have just been cashed in. As Page back on to his feet, and he is just being disrespectful to Melo. Hayes, though, eats the turnbuckle. Now eats a boot to the neck. Hayes fights back. Springboard into the clothesline. We'll put down Page and go for the cover here. 1, 2. Only a 2 count here. Referee Guile issues the count. These two continued to jockey for the position. Irish Whip going to send Page into the ropes, but he fires off clothesline. Dropping Hayes. And there's a stiff shot. Big boot. Right on target. Melo put down. Right in the drop zone of the elbow that's flown off the top. Page. That's Hayes up top, but Melo fights out of that predicament. Eyes off the line. As he lines up, all ego up and around. Melo puts him down with La Mystica. Whip, reverse, Page. Trying again, I think, to put Hayes up top. Melo, though, he charges in. Capitalizes on the mistake of Ethan. Forces him into the corner. Scoop up. Slam down. Page in the drop zone. Melo up top. Looking for nothing but net. Page put down. And Hayes into the cover. 1, 2, through. A lot of near falls here tonight. Melo, though, he's been in control all the way through this bout. Ego needs to find a way back. Codebreaker's the start of it. Seen a lot of them tonight. And how about this? Tosses him up and brings him down. Power slam from All Ego into the cover as well. Gets the 2. Hayes kicks out and fires up. Back to his feet. Whip reversed. Page can't get him. Hayes whips in. Page himself charges into the corner. And the cover here for Carmelo. It's only a 2. It's impressive, this performance. Melo, last outing, victorious over Sheamus. Tonight, looking to continue the momentum here against Ethan Page. And catches his boot. That could have been an attempt at the Ego's edge. Melo, though, going to stop any attempt. Thwarts it, as I would normally say. Now just recovering. The pace, it quickened. Now it's being dragged back down to a tempo that favors Carmelo. And the tempo is one that wins championships. Page fights out of the slow, methodical pace. Takes Carmelo up top. Tries to hang him out, but cannot get it instead. He catches Hayes, who was looking for the codebreaker. Melo just now trading positions with Ethan Page. Chance here to punish. Rolls away. Page catches him. Shot after shot and a big thrust kick. Straight to the top of the head. Hayes put down. Page looking to capitalize. Tries for the high roundhouse. Hayes ducks it. Launches Ethan into the corner. Hangs him out on the middle rope. Springboard. Nothing but net. I would call that nothing but net, but don't think it is. It's more of just an executioner's leg drop. But now the action spills to the outside. Page in control here. Throwing shot after shot. A slow count here from our referee. This guy who knows that these stars can just turn it on a dime, really. Hayes back to his feet. The Mystica bringing down all ego Ethan Page. Looks to get him back in, maybe into the ring. Indeed he does. Hayes ascends. Ethan in the drop zone. Tries for the elbow. Page evades. And Page connects. Twisting into the neck breaker. 1, 2, through. Near fall. This time, Page almost getting the job done, but he just needs something else. He charges in. Boot connects as he gets in the face of Miss Gaul. Don't do that to my referee, please. Don't want me to come beat you up. Well, Hayes is going to do the beating up for me. Dragon screw leg whip to bring Page down to the canvas. Irish whip. Ethan in the corner. And Ethan no longer there. Instead, in the drop zone. A high rent district looming for Mello. And that looming usually ends with a little bit of nothing but nut. However, the powerbomb reversal. All ego Ethan Page has different idea. A little ego's edge. Cover for Page. Over Hayes. 2, 3. The fast count from our referee. Intimidated by Ethan. But it was always going to be a 3 count regardless of the speed. I'm going to say it. 3 for 3 in terms of just pure, excellent, professional wrestling. These last 3 bouts have been some of my favorites this year. As we see the ending. Page just picks up Hayes. Hooks him up straight away. No breather needed. Hangs him up and then brings him crashing down with the ego's edge. And it was just an elementary count. 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, All Ego, Ethan Page.
Well, a big victory here for All Ego Ethan Page. But we now enter the co-main event. A women's matchup. A clash.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Jacksonville, Florida, Kelly Kelly.
It's Kelly Kelly here for this one. And Kelly, we know, is an interesting star. She's looking to build some momentum here tonight. The Barbie Blonde up against the Buff Barbie. You can see why these two have been matched up against one another. Thankfully, no flashing photography.
From Prior Lake, Minnesota, Tiffany Stratton.
Well, it's Tiffy time here tonight. And while she thinks it's it as well, she just wants to see it drop. But what is it? There's the buffness of the Barbie. We've got to ask the question. Who wins this one? And can they keep it going? Your co-main event. Kelly, Tiffany Stratton. And it's on. Kelly tries to charge in to start this off, but no. Waistlock going to be controlled here by Stratton. He's just going to wrench in deep. Last week we did see Tiffy time in the co-main event spot as well. Going toe-to-toe with Rhea Bloody Ripley. Rhea, like this week, lost to Stratton, who's now shifting her attention over here to Kelly and potentially setting herself up as the #1 contender for the Women's Championship. Obviously, the Women's World Champion Utami Hayashishita will be in action at Fearless. I'm just checking. And so will Stratton, you have to feel, as a part of the women's lineup for the night. The 8 women for Primetime, realistically have to think, will be needing Tiffy time to be performing how she has done over the past couple of weeks. As now Kelly goes for a little roll-up of her own, tries to catch Stratton, who kicks out quite quick. Kelly, waist control gained, up and over. Boom! That was innovative. Boots to the face. Tries a spinning heel kick. Nip up from Tiffy, but caught in the enziguri. Finally, Stratton able to counter, get back to her feet. Tries his booty pop in moonsault, but Kelly's not having that. She instead fires, well, tries to fire off a shot, but Stratton kicks her. Irish whip for Tiffy, a leapfrog. Hop up into the spine buster. And now a cover for Stratton. A little bit of a misposition from our referee. So a very slow count to come through, and now Stratton. Tarantula hold. Just pulling back on the arms. Tiffany takes waist control again. Side Russian leg sweep. Down goes Kelly. Stratton, I thought, was going to go leaping out there. Not going to do that instead. He battles with Kelly on the outside, and Kelly gets the better of Tiffy. Combo and then a suplex, followed up with some vicious shots in the head scissors. Kelly, kick down south, face buster. Stratton put down for the second. She was getting up, I felt, after that as well. The damage not really stacked up just yet onto Tiffy time. The count of 6. And both ladies sensed that this could be count-out territory, but Kelly hooks her up. A little famouser. Planting Tiffy. 1, 2. Almost gets it done there. Stratton needed to kick out, and indeed she does, and then fires off a drop kick. Just like as a panic maneuver. Kelly now on the receiving end of the punishment. Stratton putting her boots to good use. Cover here for Tiffy Time, who's getting a little cheeky, and well, our referee, prime position to spot it, calls her out on the cheating as Guile eats the body of Stratton. Yeah, there's been comments recently over the officiating here in IPW. A lot of mistakes being spotted. I'd say in the main event for the Underground Championship, there was a massive one where, well, the feet were under the ropes when the cover came through, but that's not going to be the reason why the championship left the hand. Well, it is technically. Kurt Angle was unable to kick out regardless, but I would have to have said feet under rope should warrant a rope break. The handspring back elbow comes through from Kelly Kelly. Stratton's in the drop zone. And Kelly drops the elbow right on to the chest between the two mountains on Stratton's body. I'm sorry. Kelly putting her boots to good use. Stratton, though, trying to keep hold of it. Trying to keep Kelly trapped, but not going to happen. Kelly puts down some extra added pressure. Now she's got Stratton on the ropes, reeling. Clothesline misses. Stratton evades. Now sends Kelly for a little choke bomb. Called a spine buster earlier. It's actually a choke bomb. Kelly catching Stratton again. Plants her. It's a rocker drop. 1, 2. Kick out there. Somehow Tiffy stays alive against the legend that is Kelly Kelly. And I would have said it would have been a harder chance to beat Rhea Bloody Ripley. But Kelly is certainly proving her worth. A spear connects now. Down goes Tiffy. The whip reversed. Stratton now. A chance, an opportunity to maybe put away Kelly Kelly. Charges in. Launches the drop kick to the body. Kelly is in the drop zone. Stratton is aware. Kelly caught. Stratton a chance. Leapfrog. Back elbow. And that's going to do some damage. I believe it's busted open Kelly Kelly. A hand goes to her head. Yes, indeed. And well, when Stratton sees a target, she's going to keep punishing. Puts the head into the turnbuckle. And there's that innovative drop kick again. Or double boots to the face. I don't really know what to call it. Kelly, though, still on the offensive. Cannot keep the momentum going as Stratton turns it around in her favor. Putting Kelly in the corner. Scoop up. Slam down. Stratton going up top. The buff Barbie has the Barbie blonde. Reeling. Crossbody though. Kelly evades. And now it's Kelly. Kelly's time to punish. Facebuster. It's going to bust open Stratton. 1, 2. No. How in the world is Tiffy kicking out? Such resilience on display, but gotta feel Kelly Kelly will be closing in on victory. She's caught, swirled, plunged into the canvas. And Stratton now back, charging in, handspring with the splash. Kelly in trouble. Referee telling her to stop choking. She realizes that's illegal. And finally, our referee's doing something. Kelly pinned now. Stratton with the cover. Good for 2. Kelly getting that shoulder up in time keeps this matchup alive. But you can just see Tiffy surprised that Kelly's still able to kick out. And Stratton takes her up. It's Tiffy time, maybe? No. Instead, it's rocker drop time from Kelly Kelly. Into the cover she goes. 1, 2, 3. The buff Barbie meets Barbie Blonde, and the OG Barbie in wrestling picks up the win. I would say it's a dominant performance as well. There was back and forth bits, but the big shots all came from the Kelly camp as she gets out of this Tiffy time attempt to hit this leg over the top of the neck and bang. Plants her into the canvas, and then it's just an elementary 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, Kelly Kelly.
Big victory here over Stratton. But bigger victories are to come in the main event. It's tag team action. The winner goes to Fearless into that number 1 contendership bout for the tag team titles. Well, main event time here. It's all about the tag team division. And the best teams this recent few weeks has been the Motor City Machine Guns.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way tag team match. Introducing first, and a combined weight of 420 pounds, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, the Motor City Machine Guns.
With victories over the Street Profits a couple of weeks ago, Shelley and Sabin look to keep that momentum going as potentially the team to beat in this matchup. We have said prior to this all, there's a team that has had more championship success here in IPW than the Guns. And they sit here on Primetime. Well, they're coming to the ring now.
And their opponents first, at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy Uso and Jay Uso.
The Usos have been a dominant force since day 1-ish. And here tonight, they're looking to get back to winning ways as a tag team unit. No yeeting tonight. No kneeing either. They're in for a bit of a brawl. And we're getting to see one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 417 pounds, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day
The New Day are here. A legendary tag team that really hasn't had the opportunities here in IPW. In fact, Big E's seen more ring time than these two. So now they get their chance, their opportunity to step up. If they deserve it, they will take it. It's Woods and Kingston take to the ring. Continue with this four-way dance. A bigger matchup here tonight in some regards to what's coming at Fearless. In terms of the amount of teams involved. But here on Primetime, you've got a stacked tag team roster, of which DIY are a part of. Legends of NXT, the black and gold brand. They're here tonight.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 407 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, DIY.
Realistically shock the system. Gargano and Ciampa. Who has got the same pedigree as these two have in their careers? A lot of success to their names. See if success breeds them here into Primetime and IPW as we get underway. Two legendary WWE teams in the Usos and the New Day versus a TNA legendary team and a NXT legendary duo. The winners will be heading to Fearless. And this is going to be absolute carnage. A brawl between these four teams. And it's first pin to a finish. So battered bodies will be around the arena before this, for lack of better words, brawl has finished. Well, on Sunday, we saw Underground Crown its team representing it in that battle. Booker U winning out against Trick Bounce, who reunited. Right now, look at this brawl. It's going to be a close affair, to say least, as to who will walk out of this. Because, like or not, there's so much going on at once as Shelley launches in, misses wildly. Sabin is going to be battling Xavier Woods on the outside. Ciampa and Shelley brawling. There's Gargano and Kingston in a little tussle. Sabin's already got some weaponry, and well, that weapon's going to be taken out of his hands by Jimmy Uso. Now we've got four bodies on the outside as Kingston saving Woods. Super kick there from Jay. He's put down Ciampa, but Ciampa's going for the roll-up. Going to try and win it all, but not going to get that just yet. Instead, Sabin and Shelley back in the ring, standing as are the Usos. DIY are also standing, or were standing, as Gargano's put down. New Day went hunting for weapons. Woods with the sledgehammer. He's going to put that into the back of someone, but not into Sabin's. He goes for the cover onto Woods. Jimmy and Sabin now battle as Ciampa watches on, ready to pounce, and he's going to take a shot into Sabin. Whip sends Ciampa running. Drop down. Leapfrog. Sabin around the world. Arm drag takedown. In comes Gargano to protect his partner. But Kingston's there to stop that from happening. We're not allowing DIY to have full control of the ring by themselves, as more and more men return into the fray. Woods dealing with Jey Uso. A kick from Gargano to cover here. Sabin trying to get a win over Ciampa. That's going to require Kingston to get involved. Tries for the high roundhouse. Jey Soup connects onto both of them, but it's only a glancing blow. The second attempt caught by Sabin, but the spinning enziguri is not going to be stopped by Sabin at all. New Day standing tall in the ring. The Ciampa's caught Kingston. Powerbomb position, no Project Ciampa just yet. Eyes on Sabin. Stalled out though. Suplex not going to work instead. Woods chops away at the knee. Weaponry in the hands of the Usos, who now have ring control. Gargano taken out with the kendo. And the pin broken up finally. Ciampa on the receiving end of it. Kingston, I think, just took out Shelley before he could go for his finish. Gargano flies in. He'll miss onto Kingston. And Jey, pop-up neck breaker. He connects, but so does Kofi with a leg drop. Guns now on the offensive. Kick down south. Kick up top. Kick up top. The Soup's flying. We may be having a super kick party here in the main event. Big knee from Kingston. Tries for the German. It's going to be turned around into Ciampa's favor. Gargano unloads. Flatliner puts down Shelley. And Kingston flies to put down Ciampa. And he goes for the cover. Cannonball from Gargano, I think, breaks it up. Sabin into the spin out slam. Baseball bat now in the hands of Gargano, but he's super kicked to a new dimension. The bat goes flying for a home run at the behest of Chris Sabin. Springboard moonsault from Woods onto the back of Gargano. Now, the dropkick puts down Sabin, leaving just Jimmy and Woods battling on their feet inside the ring. Kingston now up. Jimmy sends him running. Back elbow attempted. I think Kingston may have been uncorking a big kick there, but it's stopped before he can go for it. Jimmy gun stuns him and now ascends to the heavens, and we got a flying Uso on our hands. Uso splash from Jimmy Uso. He goes for the cover here as well. Shelley slow to get to the ring. And it's not going to cost him. Kingston able to kick out. Cutter attempted by Jimmy. It's pushed away to the wayside by Shelley. Ciampa into the ring. He eats some kicks from Kingston. Shelley into the cover. 1, 2. Hangman's neck breaker from Ciampa. The body's returned. Super kicks flying. Ciampa's put down. And one's thrown into Woods, but it's not going to work on him. Saban needed something else, and instead he's getting small package drivered. Trouble in paradise. I think connected. And it's put down Alex Shelley. Referee into position to count it. And that is still not enough to win it all. Ciampa. He's got Kingston, the big man, the big damage dealer. He's out of the ring now. Woods going for a cheeky cover onto Jey Uso. There's Saban. He quickly gets in to break it up. Woods is there. Springboard. Tries for a DDT. Can't get it. Instead, that's an interesting belly to back suplex from Gargano, who's caught now. Double underhook suplex. Kick thrown there by Jimmy. It's not going to connect. Instead, that bridging suplex again from Saban. He's now in a super kick party. Jimmy connects onto him, staggers him. Jay. Yeet, yeet. Oh, bang. Busts him open. Cover for main event, Jey Uso. Gets the 2. There comes Alex Shelley to save his partner. Save him well. Super kick lands. Small package driver from Woods. Gargano down. Keep your eyes on Ciampa. He's busted open. And the angry little man, the angry bold man I should say, lying in wait to punish Woods. Just lines the shot up perfectly to break it up as well. Woods though catching Ciampa. Kick down south. Pump handle. Up he goes and reversed. Laid out by Ciampa. Saban. Whip. Jey Uso. Sleeper hold applied. Right in front of Chris Saban, who breaks it up. Saban. Hooks up. And he's going to spin out into the slam. Hail Saban. Gets broken up. We did say this was just going to be pure chaos for a main event, and it's certainly delivering. Inside chaos is a tornado DDT fired off there by Gargano. He connects and, well, Trouble in Paradise also connects. Kingston not going to go for the cover. Instead, he's going to be launched to his feet, off his feet. Saban puts him down. As we got a coup de grace from Gargano. Soup from Saban. Jimmy cannonballs off the top. Ciampa's down. Sleeper for Jay. He's going for the cover as well as Jimmy. It's a pick of a litter, and you choose poorly. The Usos will win it. It was a catch-22 situation for the New Day, more specifically Kofi Kingston. Break up the submission or break up the pin. He couldn't do both. And well, Jimmy Uso's pin nets the win for the Usos. And while Saban and Shelley did good work here, Now on the receiving end of this.
Here are your winners, Jimmy and main event, Jay the Uso.
This loss giving us at Fearless the Usos versus Team 3D versus Booker U. What a matchup that will be. The card now completed for Fearless. We won't run that down until Thursday night. Thanks for joining me here on Primetime. Breakdown will come in 2 nights' time. I'll see you then. Peace out.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's that.